Blog Talk Radio.
Fantastic family. Today is Monday, May 4, 2020. Yours truly, Raven98 here, along with.
Good morning, TNT. It is a bright Sunday morning in California. Sunny morning, not Sunday. Sunny morning. I'm loving every minute of it. So we got some good news, some great news, and just some news. All right, Ray, let's get started.
Okay, let's see. What's today? Today's Monday, so we had weekend updates, right? Yes, we did. So we'll start with the Saturday updates that went out. Iraqi news reports that the U.S. will monitor al-Kazemi's work during his leadership of his country from the angle of what he can do to achieve a limit of independence from Iranian influence and accordingly determine the amount of support he deserves to carry out his difficult task in overcoming political and economic crises, in addition to complex social and security challenges facing Iraq. Iraqi TV reported in a breaking news citing sources that the voting session for the new Iraqi government headed by Mustafa al-Kazemi will take place on Monday. Al-Kazemi has sent the full ministerial formation to the House of Representatives, explaining that the names of the candidates for the cabinet will be sent within the constitutional period. Shiite blocs have given al-Kazemi the green light to present his program and his government to Parliament and the request for a special confidence-granting session. The Speaker of Parliament, Mohammed al-Halbousi, directed the members of the council to be in Baghdad next Monday, expecting to hold a session to vote on the cabinet booth this week. And those were the Saturday updates. And that's it. That's all that made it there. I know you did a tweet out, but it didn't make it to the forum.
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't really important. It was just about somebody else trying to revalue their currency. No big deal.
Oh, all right. No big deal. It's only money.
Yeah, no big deal. So, man, guys, not a lot of news. Good thing is the vote's going to take place Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And I can say Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday because I can forward you an article right now that says every day. They're going to vote on Tuesday. They're going to vote on Wednesday. They're going to vote on Thursday. Depends on who you're talking to. But the thing is, it will be done by Friday. The more important thing is, even though everybody doesn't agree, and there's still two blocks saying they're not going to participate, everybody is saying the vote will pass. It will pass. He has enough numbers to pass. He's still making agreements. He's still meeting with Curtis Hand today. But they're all saying it's going to pass. And that's right up to this very moment when Tish tried to throw this whole call off and said that. She said, I'm putting some sour juice in the Kool-Aid or whatever. That Marty has put out an article a few minutes ago saying that he's asking the President of the Republic to reinstate him, to make him the next one to be reinstate him, but only if this vote doesn't go through. That's what he said. But he's making it public. I want to be reinstated. I can make it happen if this vote doesn't go through. Supposedly the vote's going through anyway. So they just wanted to throw in a little more confusion today with that. We're saying they're going to vote every day. But we do know they did have all the MPs come back to Baghdad today. So there we are. As far as those go. I have nothing. No changes with the banks at all. Nobody's on standby. Nobody's on alert. Anything else. But over the weekend, I did get a call from the bank He did say he felt like they were preparing for Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, what he was saying, but they still haven't called anybody in. Now, he said their issue was they have talked to some of their employees and they are refusing to come back to work because they don't think it's safe yet. Their states aren't open yet. Their governor's not letting people out. So he's saying at this moment they don't even have enough employees to come back to work. So that's what they've been working on over the weekend, seeing how they can structure it. He did say it's going to have to be some type of slow rollout because of that. When it does happen, that people are scared to come back to work. So we'll see what happens. Going to be some updates during the week and that. And guys, I do not want you to take the news I just gave you or the information I just gave you or the fact that the vote's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and believe all this other crazy mess these guys have been putting out the whole time, because money can't move every day. Every day they're saying this moves, it's there, that's that. Can't happen every day. I mean, they arrested 12,000 people over the last 2 months, and nobody in the world knows these 12,000 people just walked off the earth. There's no kind of news, broadcast, nothing. 12,000 people just disappeared off the face of the earth, last month. And these are government people, CEOs, presidents, vice presidents of corporations around the world, and nobody knows this at all. But they arrested 12,000 of them. I'm not telling you this to start believing in that. I'm telling you because we're waiting to hear something from the banks. And these are banks, and there's only a few banks. It's not all 7 banks. And I will tell you it's not Texas. so we all know that CBI is in Texas. We all know who started this is in Texas. We all know, if nothing else, when everybody else was excited, hopped up and ready to go, they refused to because they said it's not happening, and so far they were right, unfortunately. And we know nobody's going to do this without Texas. Texas and California are the 2 biggest states who have denarians in them. Texas and California, and I've been telling you guys that for years. They are not going to do it without those states. Okay. All right, Ray, let's get this party started.
Okay. Smith 1 says, I recently went to purchase Zim notes with a coin company and noticed that they had posted a statement reflecting that the Zimbabwe note will never have value and that it's a collectible item. Are we still expecting the Zimbabwe currency to revalue?
Look, they've always had that note up there. There's nothing new. Most sites that sell the Zimbabwe have had that up there to protect themselves, if nothing else, from what sterling went through. And some other currency holders. They're saying, we're not telling you this is going to revalue. This is rumor. And the rest that you're hearing out there on the internet, that's up to you. We're selling it as a collector's item. And that's what they should be saying. Because, truth be told, we don't know. I tell them what the bank is saying. The bank said, hey, we're doing it, and these are the notes that we're doing. I can tell you that years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it is been now, that's what the Treasury told me, and those are the notes they told me we're going to be involved in the transaction. And that's all we know. So, and we're going by that. I can tell you that the committee member said it wasn't going to go. He said, nope, things have changed from one administration to another, and we knew that even during the Obama administration, they were going back and forth and changing the agreement. And then when Trump came in, he didn't like the whole deal. Then he tried to change the agreement, and they said they can't live with that. They can't afford to do it, so we don't really know. The committee guy said it was taken off the board. The bank says it's still there. So we're all waiting to see. I'm hoping and praying it's still there. It's still on the screen. And the bank hasn't been told any different as far as the exchange location. They're saying that's the ones they're going to take. But the currency dealer is absolutely doing the right thing, protecting himself, putting it up there, and saying, do this at your own risk. So, no problem. What was the other part of it?
That was it.
That was it?
I
Okay.
just want to know, are we still expecting it to revalue? So you covered it.
I'm expecting it. I got plenty of them. So I can tell you that. Okay, what's
All
next?
right. Sun Dancer says, at TravelX.com, the dong no longer shows a price, and you can't buy it either. And what is happening with the dong?
I'm wondering if this person has been on the call lately or not. We've already said that TravelX, most of their locations, at least where I'm at, are totally closed. And during our call 2 or 3 weeks ago, we got the fact that TravelX said they didn't have any more, so they took it off the board because they don't have any to sell you. What the reason they don't have any for is they knew they were closing their offices. They can't get any more. People saying they don't want to get caught up in the middle of a transaction and sell it for one price to change. But here's the thing with TravelX, guys, where that part doesn't make any sense to me. When they say they don't want to get caught in the middle of a transaction, when you go to TravelX and you give them your cash, they give you your dong right there. So there's no getting caught up. That's where the rate is. If you order it online and you order it and that's the price and they're only selling what they have, they can't get caught up because it's already sold. They're only doing what they're supposed to be doing, selling what they have on hand, not selling something that they have to order. So there's no way to get caught up. You know, if it was possible to get caught up and they had something that wasn't sold, they become billionaires, trillionaires. So there's no reason to get caught up if they don't have it. Now, that's the way TravelX supposedly operates. They don't sell you anything they don't already have. And that's why they took it off the screen. Makes sense. Now, when you go to the bank, it could be the same way, because if you go to Wells Fargo and buy the dong or Chase and buy the dong, and they say, well, it takes us 2 days to get it. Our only question even there is, are they ordering it from the Treasury or somewhere else, and they could get caught in the middle of this transaction? Which, again, I don't think could happen, because when you go to the bank, you've already paid for it. So they have to already have paid for it at that moment when they made that order and they got that. Nobody's going to risk that. When it comes time, I think I told everybody years ago, 5 years, 10 years ago, we know that they will stop selling 30 minutes to an hour before the actual RV takes place. They're going to stop selling currencies, transactions. I didn't say they were going to change the screens, the boards, the rates, or anything else, but they're supposed to actually stop selling currency 30 minutes to an hour before the RV takes place. So that's what we'll look for. All right, what's next?
Okay, K Mac is asking for the birthday song for somebody named Ben, even though they didn't say what Ben meant to them. All right, happy birthday to you, Ben. All right, that takes us to GMA. Says, I'm holding a friend of mine's dinar in the event he will not be able to exchange to get the contract rate. He's currently in the fire department academy and may not be able to exchange and get the contract rate. Is it possible I can make the exchange with ours and open up a foundation or trust in his name so that he can get the most out of his dinar?
Well, is it possible?
Let's see. What I would do is ask for that friend at the academy to provide you with a power of attorney if you want to exchange his currency for him in his name in his own account. That would be the move for me, to get the power of attorney to be able to do that in his absence. Because anything else is going to have to be in your own personal name if you exchange it. Even if it is his, it's going to be yours at that point in time.
That's right. So, power of attorney, or better yet, I don't care if I'm in basic training. You guys, most of y'all don't know what that is, but anyway. Somebody just texted me that I was getting ready to say. First of all, if the RV happens, I'd be looking at them and saying, hey, it was great, fellas. See you when I see you. Because I'm never going to be a billionaire fireman or multi-millionaire fireman. You know, it's public service, everything else. Keep it real. And even if you decide you want to be, common sense says, guys, I got to take a sick day right in the middle of this, or a sick couple of hours, complete this transaction. I'll be right back to finish training. Normally they don't do that. They do it in emergency situations. If something happens, then they let you come back. It's like in the military. But that's what I would do. I mean, look at priorities here. So it came down to it. Because what I'm not going to do ever, never, ever, is give anybody my currency to exchange to make life-changing decisions for me, be it what rate is accepted, what interest rate is accepted, where I'm going to put this money at, anything else, or the fact that I gave it to them on the way home, they get hit by a bus, and I got nothing. Not going to do it. Anyway, go ahead, Ray.
All right, Crusher 13 says, Ray, went to the link in the forum for yesterday's webinar about the private placement. It says the replay is available. Just click on the link above. But when I do, there is no place to click and listen. So how can I listen to the replay? Okay, the link above was you would have to copy and paste it, even though I did say click on the link. So since I said click on the link above, I'll go back in there and make that a hot link just for you and the others that didn't realize you need to copy and paste it. So my apologies for that. So I'll make it hot for you so you can just click on it. But if you get there before I get to it, just copy and paste it, put it in the URL, and away you go, and then you can play the webinar back and check it out at your leisure. All right, Haystack says,
Wait,
hold
on.
Yes, sir.
While we talking about that, this guy says the auto load on Blog Talk has been dysfunctional for 2 weeks. Please look into it. It won't work until after recording is completed. What do you want to say?
Get here early? I don't know.
Okay.
That's my first hint of anyone having a Blog Talk problem, but if it's something that it won't engage until we finish the call, then right now my first response would be get here early before we start it, like the others. And if you get here late, and if it won't engage, you just have to wait until the live call is over and then play it back. That's news to me, so I didn't know anything about that before.
All right.
So we'll try to look into it, but.
Yep. All right, what's next?
Haystack says, in your opinion, what are the sequence of events that need to take place for the RV to happen?
Okay, I did this on the last call too. These last 3 or 4 calls, when I said there was 4 things that had to happen. We had to solve the oil prices, which was done. We had to solve the oil, government, budget, and corona. Oil is done. Government will be done on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I suppose. The budget is being worked on now. They're not even waiting for the new government. They're revising it, doing things right now for the budget to be done, and the country had to be opened up. Not country, but the globe. Because the RV is everywhere, not just in the United States. But it had to be moved. So, we're at the second step right now. Everybody's in Iraq. They're waiting. They're going to vote Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. God knows when, because there's articles out. They're on TV saying every other day they're going to vote. It depends on who you're talking to and who's agreeing or disagreeing on when the vote's going to take place. But it's supposed to be done by the 9th. Today is the 4th. So the next 5 days, we're going to see that part completed. The budget is supposed to take 30 days. Now, can they do this without the budget being approved? Is the big question. Does it actually have to come out with the numbers? Or can the CBI say, excuse me, but they said, hey, the budget's coming out at $30, the price they're going to use for the price of oil. So we know what the new numbers should be. Can we go ahead and make that effective? They could do that, shock the whole world. See, they could have been done that and shocked the whole world if it's agreed upon. But the crisis is different, everything else. So the only reason I think there's a possibility of that happening is because it could, and because right now that's supposedly what the banks are gearing up for, is to give this thing a quick kick start and shock the world. So we'll see. After that, we had to wait until the country's open. So the banks told me they've been informed it's not going to happen until, I gave you guys 4 states, or I said there's 4 states, until they are at least partially opened, not on full lockdown, and 1 state in particular that they're looking at, and it says not going to happen until they're open. Just not going to happen. So I gave you word this morning of the 2 states with the most Dinarians in them. Always has been. There's more people with dinar in California and Texas than anywhere. California and Texas have more people with dinar than anywhere else in the country. So I can't explain it any more than that unless I can tell you exactly what it is, which I'm not going to do. So anyway, what's next?
All right, this next question is, we clearly established a remedy for this last week. So I'm kind of surprised that it's a concern. But anyway, IFY says, over the weekend, rumors circulating in the vast dinar land that the dinar rate is coming out at $2 to $2.61 and the dong rate at 4 cents, and no contract rates on any currencies. These numbers are big deviations from the estimated international market rates we have been expecting for the dinar at 361 and the dong at 47 cents. Question: are you hearing anything from your sources to support these different rate estimates?
Okay, so I'll tell you, our bank guy said the rates came back up last week, everybody. He said the rate for the dinar was 341 at the time he was looking at it. Green arrows flashing, so it was still going up. It came back, it was at 341, still going up. Actually, I'm waiting for him to call, so hopefully he does. And that the dong rate was 47 cents, and that was completed. Those are the 2 rates we talked about. That's what was on the screen. 47 cents for the dong, 341 and rising for the dinar. All right, what's next?
Also, rumors that ZIM will not revalue for at least 10, maybe 20 years. Are you hearing anything similar about the ZIM?
No. And I already went over that, so that's why I'm saying no.
And are the contract rates for dinar and dong still out there waiting for some of us?
They're still out there. $28.50. Contract rate has not changed.
Okay. Sunstar says, what makes the Indonesian rupiah currency so enticing that they would include it in the first basket with the other currencies?
I don't know. You got to ask Ray. There's 120. There's 120 countries. I don't know how they divide them all up. Okay, I don't know why the Iranian real is in there at all, and it doesn't make sense to me. But guess what? The bank says it's in there, it's on their board, and it's going to revalue. So somewhere in the equation, however they came up with it, the rupiah is in there. So let's just work with it. It's an opportunity. Make it happen.
All right, Sunstar. Now, this next question you posted, I have to go straight to where you been. Question says, past or present, have you ever received any confirmation from your bank contacts that the rupiah's currency rate appeared on the bank screens? Sure we have. Many times. Maybe they were thinking about something else. Let's see. Number 3, are we at the final banking level of the currency reaching the tellers for cash out?
No. Because that's when the RV is there. That's when it reaches the tellers. That's in there. We are no closer than we've ever been. There's nobody at the exchange. There's nobody at the call center. Numbers are on the screen. We've done all this before. This is not anything new. The fact that they're even having discussions again is great. But they're not bringing people in. They're not putting them on standby. They're not on high alert. As I told you, he's saying they're having an issue right now of getting people who want to come back to work because they're still concerned with the virus. Because their states aren't open yet. And they're doing what people with good common sense would say. There's something deadly out there. Why do I want to go out there to make somebody else rich? It ain't my money. I'm just going to get my $15, $20 an hour. Why would I do that when right now I'm getting paid with my unemployment and my $600 a week bonus more than I was getting paid on the job? In case you guys don't realize that, that's what's happening. So I understand them having the issue. Okay, what's next? Maybe I'm giving you guys too much information.
Next is live, folks.
No, hold on. Wait. I sent you a text this morning from somebody who had a question. Did you see it?
I thought you answered it.
No, I didn't even ask it.
No, I thought you answered the question to them and sent it back.
No, okay. He said, Tony, it's Walt. In case I don't get on the call, I have 2 questions. One, has Trump renewed 13303? The answer is no, he hasn't renewed it yet. It hasn't expired yet. It does expire this month, but it hasn't been renewed that I know of. If not, will or could that affect us? And he says, you are the best. So I want you guys to hear that part. Anyway,
that was for me. He said, tell Ray.
Oh, that was for you. Oh, okay. He said, I'm working today hauling fuel. Anyway, so we know he's working.
I'm just kidding.
We know oil and gas are moving. And the answer is, it won't affect us because it absolutely will be renewed. And it's done on a yearly basis. So everybody worry about 13303. Comes up every May. It's renewed every May, which gives us the exact rights and authorizations that every Iraqi citizen has. Okay. What's next? Now let's go live.
Okay. Now let's go live. 404 area code. You are on.
Okay. Wait. Hold on, Ray. Play some music.
Okay.
Hold on.
Play some music. Uh-oh. Well, hey, 404, how are you doing?
Uh-oh. Hi, Ray. Don't play some music. Let's get some questions answered here. I'll continue on. I don't know what Tony's up to here. So, did have a couple of things. And again, thank you for your tenacity and sharing all the news that you're hearing. There's an article that's it had been kind of surfacing earlier today, and now I'm seeing it in some of the Iraqi papers, and it's talking about the Iranian currency, the deletion of 4 zeros from their currency, and going from rial to toman. Knowing how closely Iran and Iraq are connected at the hip and the joints and all that, what kind of impact, if any, is this having? Because I found it interesting, just the timing on when this was going on, because they alluded to the fact that they were trying to do this a year and a half ago, and it didn't happen.
Wait,
yes,
hold
sir.
on, hold on. Were you talking to me?
No, but we were going to refresh you when you came back.
Oh, I was going to say, so she don't have to start, because I didn't hear nothing she said.
Well,
he wanted you to play music for him.
The part you didn't hear. What you didn't hear, she said, no, don't play no music. I didn't come here to listen to music. I said, okay.
Okay. All right, what's going on?
She's talking about the Iranian
Tony.
removing the 4 zeros. See, that's all we started on.
Oh, talking about Iran. Okay. Well, good morning.
Yeah, 4 zeros.
Because it's in the Iraqi papers, and the fact that they would be transitioning from the rial to the toman. We've heard, references that was a possibility over the course of the years. Here it is in the Iraqi papers, really kind of indicating that that's in effect, not really saying was this effective immediately or give them another week or just what, but I was looking at it from the standpoint of knowing how closely Iran and Iraq are tied to one another at the hip, what kind of impact this could be having. And I was also interested in the timing on this. Of course, they were saying that a lot of this was caused by the fact that the sanctions had caused high inflation and that sort of thing, and this was a means to try to get that curtailed. I was just curious what your folks are saying about that.
Okay. They're saying this came out. The reason that they're doing it is because of the sanctions that the U.S. put on Iran, and it devalued the rial, so they're going with the toman to try to get it some more value. It's 150,000 to 1 or something like that, whatever the number was. They've agreed to delete the 4 zeros. They voted, but it hasn't passed yet. There's still one more vote that has to take place in approval before it actually goes into effect. Even though they're telling people, this is what we're doing, and this is how it's going to match up. Now, we have been waiting for it. We know it's on our bank list, and it was supposed to revalue the same time the dinar revalue, which still could be, just like the banks are anticipating the government passing this week. They're now anticipating the RV happening when they announce the government is passing. So is Iran. Hold on, wait. They're calling me back. Hold on. I got to get one last answer. All right, hold on.
Surprise Tony and play some music.
Is today your birthday by any chance?
No, but it was Ben's birthday and King's kid's birthday.
Okay.
So,
so everybody's
right,
getting ready for this to happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, though. Go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
No, that was it. We were just killing some time for you to come back.
Okay. So here's the good thing. There was the bank people I was just talking to while I got off the call. So he said they're doing everything they can right now to staff up. They are trying to, and they're going through their people, trying to get people to come in because they do believe they're going to do it this week. He said the dong rate is 47 cents. The Zim rate right now is 11 cents as they're looking at it. And the dinar rate is stupid. I don't even want to tell you guys, to tell you the truth. It's so ridiculous, but it is. I don't even know how they came at it, but anyway, it is an abnormally high rate. He put that. He said it's on the screen, but he also said don't get hung up on the rate because it still might not be the final rate, but that's what's on the screens right now. Actually, he said Zim was not finalized on here. The only one that he did see was 47. Oh, no. My bad. Hold on. I got to get it right. He said the dong was going back and forth between $47 and $2, which we know $2 was supposed to be the contract rate anyway, is what he did say. The Zim was sitting at 11 cents for the finalized. And he said the dinar was at, I'm scared to even tell you that. I don't even want to tell you that. So crazy.
Did he tell you anything about the real or the rupiah?
No. Those are just the three that I asked for this morning. I mean, so far.
Let me call him.
Should let you call him? Okay, go ahead.
Well, did he give you an update on the remaining two states that you haven't named? You alluded to Texas and California and why they would be on the list. Did your contact just then indicate the status of the remaining two that haven't been named?
No. I know what they are. I mean, I'll know when they open up because that's what they're waiting for them to open up. So that's not a big surprise. I mean, we'll all know that. We'll be able to see it. You just won't know what states it is. But, yes. But they're not open. I can tell you they're not open. So when they
okay, well, I thought he might have had an update and then said, state number 3 is now. And did they give you any indication of how the definition of open is so that, what they are doing in one state in being open isn't necessarily what classifies as being open in another state? I was just curious what the criteria might be.
Oh. No, and I don't think
all right.
the bank would decide that just when they're partially open, because everybody's partially open in a different way. So, but I guess as long as the bank is their employees, and right now, he just said our issue is getting the call centers and exchange centers staffed up. People just don't want to go. So,
okay.
And he did say it's going to be a slow rollout because of that, but he doesn't know how they're going to roll out yet. They just said a slow rollout because we don't have the people. But I asked him, well, who's going to be first? Who's second? And that part they don't know yet.
Okay. Because that would have been the next question.
Wait, one more thing. We keep talking, I'll keep remembering stuff. He did say they're going to email people who they do know have the currency already. So anybody who bought currency from the bank and they know that, he said they are going to email them as soon as they start and tell them to start coming in. He did say that. So we'll see.
Good. Well, I like all of your connecting of the dots and the fact that there are a few more dots getting added as we go. And it sure would be nice to know that they will get this vote of confidence done no later than Thursday so that we can get this show on the road. And we also are counting on you to tell us when our TNT Super Fantastic Pay It Forward project is to be activated. We're counting on you for that. We won't count 10 days from whatever because we know that could be different from one area to another. And again, thank you ever so much, and have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks again.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
All right. Have a super fantastic day.
You do.
Okay. 708 area code. You are on.
Is that me?
That's you.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Ray. How are you guys?
Hi. I'm fantastic.
I'm super fantastic.
The nth degree.
This
and
is
yourself.
the Queen with the King. It's been a while since I've called.
Okay.
So here, I have a couple of questions. First of all, Ray, I am having a problem getting Tony's text tweets that he normally sends out. It's been a week now, and I haven't received anything.
And you were not on at all last week?
I was.
You've been.
But I'm listening and working at the same time, so maybe I was distracted.
Okay, well, for everyone listening, I'll remind folks on April the 27th, that particular Monday call, we went into detail about the whole thing with Twitter and canceling texting features, and that you'll have to use the notifications. You have to have a Twitter account and then follow us on Twitter and then receive notifications that way. The phone texting, strangely though, it is still working for a few people, but for most folks it has discontinued working. And you're part of that most folks now. They've discontinued letting that feature work.
Okay, so it's on April 27th call.
Well, you don't need to go there now. I just went over it again.
Okay,
So now
you have to
now
go.
you know what's taking place. Twitter is what Twitter is doing.
Let me ask you a question, though. Have you downloaded Twitter on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. And what Ray's saying, go to your push notifications, turn on your notifications. That way it will pop up on your phone. You don't have to wait for the text. It will come straight from Twitter and pop up on your phone as soon as we tweet something out.
Okay, great. Turn on notification. Okay, got that. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
Great.
Okay.
Second question for Tony. Tony, how are you going to tell us that you got the dinar rates, but you're not going to tell us what the rate is? Really?
Listen, you know what?
It was a slip of the tongue.
It's such a crazy rate, guys. It can't not be. I don't think it can be real. But you know what? Because I'm getting all these texts saying the same thing. Just tell us. I'm gonna tell you guys this. It was $9 and something. He said that's the rate on the screen right now. $9 and something. So I'm not even gonna give you the change part, but it's above $9. And I don't know how it can be above $9 when oil is below $20, when their economy is going down, when their GDP is going down, when they have no government. So it just doesn't make sense to me. You know, everything I guess don't have to make sense, but above $9 when it was $3.41 the other day and it was going up. Now it's above. It still hasn't finalized, and he still said don't pay attention to the rates because it could just be doing that and come right back down. I don't know. So I don't want people to get happy and say, "Oh, now it's $9." So I kind of hated to say that, but anyway, it said
that's all they're gonna listen
on
to.
the
Is
rate.
9.
That doesn't mean they ain't heard nothing but 9. That's all it said.
They didn't hear the rest of what you said. They just heard $9, and that's gonna be it for the rest of the week. Tony, you said $9. This is gonna be $9.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I just wanted to ask you straight up that question because I'm pretty sure everybody else who's holding probably had the same question. So now that you've answered, I appreciate that. The last thing is there a limit on the contract rate on the dinar? I know you've talked about that several times before, but are you hearing anything that there's a limit on how much you can get the contract rate on?
Okay, there's been a limit for a contract rate limit on the dinar and the dong for years.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray goes over that all the time. So did you want to ask Ray what the limit was? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Ray. What is the limit on the dinar?
20 million was
Okay.
the limit that we had been told years ago for the dinar and 50 million for the dong.
Okay.
That's 50 million dong and 20 million dinar. You can get the contract rate on.
Got it. Okay, not a problem. So I just want to commend both of you guys. You are absolutely doing a super fantastic job. I've been listening to you for maybe the last 4 years. So I haven't been from the beginning, but I do appreciate all the educational information you guys are providing. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
And thank you for making it fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. 507 area code, you are on.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I was calling. In the beginning, you said that there was going to be voting on Sunday, but then you said later there would also be voting on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm a little confused by that.
Okay, so I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing. This is just Iraq news and how it always comes out, guys. But Sunday was supposed to be a vote to say what day they're going to take the vote. That's all that was supposed to be, an announcement for that. And then they moved it to Monday. So Monday, he has brought everybody in from Parliament, told them they all need to be there today. And people assumed they were going to take the vote today. No, they needed to be there today because they were going to decide which day they were going to vote on. Tuesday, Wednesday, but this morning, Thursday, because it was supposed to be Tuesday or Wednesday. And now this morning they moved it to maybe it's going to be on Thursday because they're still hashing some things out. So as I've said for the last 10, 12 years, it's Iraq. Things will change on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour, moment-to-moment notice. That's all it takes. So with that, let me tell you this. Breaking news on TV right now in Iraq, Parliament vote will be postponed to Thursday the 7th. They have until Friday the 8th to pass, or it's a failure and Parliament will be dissolved. So they have now officially announced, breaking news on TV, that the vote is going to be Thursday the 7th.
Okay. All right.
We'll see what happens in the next hour. Go ahead.
Also, I did manage to order some dong, and that was last Friday, and it was at People's Bank in Wisconsin. That helped anyone.
Oh, okay.
And it was $85 for 2 million dong.
All right.
Okay. 43. That's not bad. It's a good deal.
Oh.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you both.
All righty. Take care. 610 area code. You are on. So I can get Tony back reconnected. He'll say thank you too. He fell off. There he is.
I'll say, did everybody get dropped or just me?
Nope, just you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we just finished up with
All
you.
right, Tony. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
All right, sir. 910 area code. You are on.
Ray?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good afternoon. Good morning, Tony. Well, number one, if the dinar and dong do revalue, it'll be a little bittersweet for me because my husband just passed away. However,
sorry to hear
I
that.
do have thank you. I did hear you say that I should download Twitter on my phone. Is that correct?
Yes.
I did. First of all, let me say I'm sorry to hear about your husband, too.
I thank you. It's been terrible. Anyway, is that different than what would be on the computer for Twitter?
No, the same Twitter app, but I just think on your phone, it pops up on your screen like a text would, so you would know we just sent something out or a notification. I don't know. I think people have to go check their computers or something, and I don't know how often you do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to do that. So I will do that. And when there is an RV, then you'll put it just out on Twitter. I notice that sometimes you're on Dinar Guru and you put information in there. Would it be there also?
Listen,
No, we don't
don't
put
put
information
information anywhere, okay? There are a lot of
Yeah.
guru sites or dinar sites who listen to our call, who get our information, and they post it there. So I don't know when they post it, what time, how they update it, or anything else. You don't even know unless somebody tells me about it. But we don't post our information anywhere else. Okay.
Okay. And I know that once before.
Wait, Ray,
do you have access to the forum?
You what?
Do you have access to the forum, the back room, chat?
No, I do not. I do not have access to the forum.
One thing you do have access to is the latest blast and tweets. If you just go to TNTSuperFantastic.com, click on the forum button, it will open that one folder. And everything that we post it in that folder. If we want to send it out for all the members to see. So if you don't get a text message from us and you want to know what's going on, you can go to the latest blast and tweets, and updates will be posted there on a continuing basis.
Okay, I appreciate that. I do have another question. I had a cousin in his 30s. Both he and his wife were school teachers, and he was in the hospital a long time with cancer, and he passed away. And the hospital's going after her for big bills. She doesn't have any money. If the dinar and dong do come through and I pay off her hospital bill and her mortgage, will that impact her income tax at all?
No, not if you pay it.
Okay. I know that Tony in the past had said be careful when somebody's retired or whatever, or gets some kind of special income. You've got to be careful about sending them money direct because that could impact it.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're just going to directly pay the bill.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thank both of you. You've been wonderful. I've been listening to you for years. I've been contributing for years. And I just hope we finally do get a revaluation. And thank you both. You're kind of like family to me, so I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay.
Well,
Tony, you had a question for her?
No, I just wanted to make sure she was asking, does it affect people's benefits when you do things like that? And that's something they should ask before you do it. Is it going to affect that? Because I think different agencies might look at it a little bit differently. But Ray said if you just go pay the bill, I guess it doesn't. So, all right.
That was the last official information I remember receiving. If someone pays it direct, then it's not going to be taxable income to that individual. Now, if they're receiving any other types of assistance based on their financial capabilities, it might offset that because money came from somewhere to pay for something. But you can check with that person to see if there are any other type of subsidies.
But if you pay off a student loan or something, that shouldn't impact them if you pay it direct to the college, correct?
It should not, but nothing wrong with double checking just to make sure. Because once you do it, you can't undo it. And we want to make sure people, in their effort to try to help somebody, we don't accidentally make it worse. So it's always better to be safe than sorry and just ask a question in advance before you make a move. But I think you're going to be okay with what you want to do. Okay?
Thank you both so much. You're wonderful.
All right.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.
786 area code. You are on.
Hi, good afternoon. Good morning, fellas.
Good afternoon.
All right, good morning.
I had a question just quickly on the Zoom evaluation. Is it only going to be the highest, 100 key notes, or the 50 key notes? Because you mentioned there's only going to be a couple notes, and that the numbers are so low on some of them. So which one would you say we're going to do? The highest 2, the highest 5, and what's your weighing on that? I thank you beforehand, fellas.
Okay. My treasury source told me years ago the 100 trillion note and the 50 trillion note. Those are the two he said to get. The bank says they're going to exchange all the notes. Is the information I'm getting from the bank. Our committee member is saying they're not going to exchange any of the notes. So those are the three things that are out there, and you're going to take a chance, and we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. So I tell everybody, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Get enough, and let's just hope and pray that it revalues, period. Because that's what I've been doing, hoping and praying that it revalues, period, since we got three different, sets of information here.
Okay. And just a follow-up question, and I thank you for the clarity. Follow-up question is, will basket one all be at the same time? So we'll appear all of them in there? Or?
All 7 currencies are supposed to revalue at the same time.
Well, I thank you much, fellas, and we'll parlay again Wednesday.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
954 area code. You are on.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Tony.
Greetings.
Hey, good morning.
Just me? You okay?
Yes, you're on.
Okay. I had a few currencies with the Admiral, and they said they were supposed to get the contract rate too. This was a while back. But I know this is going into the bank, you can get the contract rate. So if I decide not to go with the Admiral, is there going to be a problem with that?
I don't know. Supposedly, if you're in a group, they already have your currency. You didn't have to send them your currency? Then, no. Then do what you want to do. That's all.
But I mean, I fill out the papers and stuff.
You got to remember, their group rate started years ago before we were even getting our contract rate. They had one. But their group rate included fees, taxes, 11% taxes, and some other things. And it came out actually to $18 or something of what their actual rate was going to be set up within the group. We're going straight to the bank contract rate, $28.50. No taxes, fees, anything else. All right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So they don't have my currency. So if I decide not to do it, is there a problem?
I mean, I can't tell you to void an agreement you signed or contract you signed or anything else. That's a decision you're going to have to make. But the bank's not going to give a flip either way. As far as they go, they don't even know you signed up with a group.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, I just want to make sure.
If you signed a contract, sir, if you really do have a signed contract, commitment, I would contact them to see about getting out of it, if that's what you want to do. But don't just ignore it if you did sign a legal binding contract.
Yeah, because I signed up with him. I guess he sent it to a CPA and he said whenever revalue that I could turn it in with.
Yeah, check your contract and see if it's binding.
Right. Do the right
can you
thing.
get released? See, can you get released from it? Because it's not going to be worth the headache that they could come down on you if you do have a signed agreement that you were going to do X amount of business with them.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
So just check your contract and make sure that you're not in a legal bind there.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that.
All right.
Another question.
Take care.
Afghani still in the basket?
Is
Which
what?
one?
The Afghani?
Afghani? Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I did call the trial next a couple of days ago, and they said it was out, but they said you have to keep checking back with them and see when it comes in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, I appreciate it.
Take care, sir. All right, now.
Okay, you too.
972 area code. You are on.
Hey there, fellas. Danny in Dallas.
Hey,
Danny, how you doing, man?
It's a hot one in Texas. Had to turn on the air conditioner last night. But hey, when you're in paradise, it's hard to complain.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Oil prices today have only climbed about $1. When I checked a few minutes ago, it was like $2.20. I'm sorry, $20.20 a barrel. Came up from $19.11 on the open this morning. I was tickled to hear what you said about the tentative schedule. I'm content for them to take a vote on Thursday, but we are backed up to the wire, aren't we, on the 8th? Isn't that the way it sizes up?
That's right. Friday
Okay.
is it, you know.
Well, I'm a little surprised that, and pleased that you're saying that the banks are anticipating that this is going to go. With the oil price being low and obviously the virus all over the world, that seems a little strange to me that they would do that. But I assume that they are reacting also more to the calendar and that drop-dead date of the 8th of the month. Is that the pressure that you understand there?
Yeah, I think they are reacting to the calendar and the vote and the fact that IMF, UN, U.S. have all told Iraq, you better get it done this time. You run out of time. You're at the end of your rope and everything else that they're threatening with. So they think it can, in fact, go through this time. It has a more important Iraq is saying, hey, if we don't do it now, if we don't do the budget now, we might as well wait till next year because the year is gone. Nobody wants to go with that. The fact that Iraq has said we're going to redo the budget at a minimum of $30, and they think that oil will be back up to its regular price before the end of the year, so not 6 months. They said, okay, we can still RV at this rate, and things will go forward from there, so we're really not going to lose. So I think there was a lot put into that. It just needs to happen. That's all. With the biggest thing was that they can control everything except the date for when the virus is gone. They can control releasing everybody and saying it is just go out there and see what happens. But if they're being secure, it's something different. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. On the subject of controlling everything, who in the world came up with $9? What kind of control is that?
I have no. That's why I didn't want to tell you guys. Really, they had $9 on the screen. Actually, it was over $9, which is crazy. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Like you said,
well,
there's be a number on the screen. Here's the key thing. 2 weeks ago, there was nothing on the screen. Last Monday, there was nothing on the screen. It was blank. The fact that they did come back up, there's action, and they're trying to figure out how to get people to come to work so they can do something is all good news.
Yeah. Well, I'm reflecting back on Steve and his comment when he was addressing a conference. He said that they could actually handle, I want to say, $16 on the revalue. But
that was years ago.
$16. Repeated that. So there may be a whole lot that we don't know about. Who knows?
Well, you got to remember this, though, Jim. You got to look at when Shabibi made those comments, what was the price of oil at that time? What was Iraq's average day of production? Because that's what it was based on, because there's 90% of their GDP is oil. And he based it on that in that future. So you can't say $16 when it was $90 a barrel or $120 a barrel and still think $16 when it's $20 a barrel. That doesn't work.
Well, it becomes confusing when you start talking about $9 for the RV. It does.
That's right.
Yep. That's pretty crazy. Okay, fellas, that answers my question. If no one had asked you before, I was going to ask about the $9, but you have adequately covered it and given your disclaimer at the same time. Good job.
Okay.
All righty. Take care, sir.
I think it's great.
Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good day. Don't tip over no cows.
423 area code. You're on.
Hello, Ray. Hello, Tony. How are you today?
Hello.
I know you're both doing great.
Yes, sir.
4 quick questions. which banks are saying they will exchange the ZIM?
One of the 5 major banks is saying they will. I'm not going to say. We're going to wait till the RV happens. So
just
change.
One bank. Just one bank for now.
No. Oh yeah, actually, just it was 2 banks. Yeah, just one bank for now. Yeah.
Okay, but it could change.
Yep.
Okay. Contract rate for the dong.
Supposed to be $2.
$2. At one point you were talking 8, but it's 2.
Well, the average banks say $2. The majority of banks say $2. There's one bank that says $8 is what they were told to offer as the contract rate. That's just one bank.
Okay. Gotcha. Contract rates, USA and Canada. Do you know if other countries will be able to give contract rates?
I have no idea.
Final question. Is just one bank saying they are staffing up to be ready to do exchanges this week, or more than one?
Just one bank so far that said they're trying to staff up.
And follow-up question, does that bank happen to be?
Absolutely not. I told you guys that. It is not Texas.
Okay. Those were all just confirmation questions. Thank you so much. You're both doing a great job. We appreciate it.
Okay,
all right,
take care.
You, sir.
Thank you.
205 area code. You are on.
Hello, Mr. Ray. Hello, Mr. Tony.
Hi.
Good morning.
How are you? Good morning.
I am saying to the nth degree.
Excellent. I do have a bank story that I would like to share. My birthday was March the 21st, so on March the 19th, I went to a Wells Fargo bank and purchased some dong. And they looked at the screen and they said, okay, it'll be back on Monday. And then they said, well, no, the screen is saying Tuesday. For some reason, it's saying we're closed on Monday. So the teller wasn't aware of that. So I said, okay, well, between that time, the 5 days, they closed because of the coronavirus. So I have been unable to get my dong package. So because they are temporarily closed, not even the drive-through is open at this particular Wells Fargo. So I went by there again last Wednesday. They were still closed, so I went to another location a couple of miles away, and they were closed as well. They had a sign up saying that they were only accepting people by appointment. But a lady that was nice enough, she saw me at the door, and she came and opened the door and asked me if she could help me. I explained that I had purchased some foreign currency at the other location, that they were closed, and I could not get in. No one was there. The lights were off. So I asked her, do you know if you're planning to open that location? And like Mr. Tony said, she said to me, well, we're not sure yet because we can't get people to come to work. It's going to depend on when we will be able to get someone to come in because people are afraid of coming out and going back to work right now because of the virus. So I said, okay. And then she said, and we don't have any appointments available, and we're not sure. We may just stick to you can only come inside of the bank if you have an appointment, period. They may just stick to that, but we're not sure yet. Okay, so to this day, I still don't have my package. I still don't have my dong. She told me to call that location, and someone would answer the phone, and they would meet me. They would make an arrangement and a time to meet me so that I could get the package. Well, I did that, and of course, no one answered the phone. So I'll keep working on that, but I did want to share that you can still purchase at a Wells Fargo. And to reiterate and, just kind of confirm that the lady here told me the same thing, that people don't want to come to work just yet because of the virus. So that's my bank story. The other story is one of my friends called from Tampa last week, and he wanted to purchase some foreign currency. He had some questions. He went to a Chase Bank in Tampa and bought some dong. So it appears and seems that you can still purchase dong from banks, even though TravelX and some places are out. Because I know a lot of people are saying, is it out? Are they not selling anymore because they're about to revalue, which they may be, but it seems like maybe they're just out because the banks are still selling it.
Right. And you can, Chase and Wells Fargo. And they're telling people it takes 2 to 5 days now. Normally it took 2 days, but they're saying because of the virus backing up everything else, it takes 2 to 5 days to get. But here's the other thing. You should have told. You can just call the foreign currency line, have them look at your account, and have them ship you your money. Say, I don't need to wait. Just say, put mine on FedEx. If they tell me they would do that, we'll FedEx it to you. And just have them send you your money. So you don't have to run all over from bank to bank.
It's like 2 miles from my house. It's right around the corner. So I will definitely try that. That's a good idea. I'll call the foreign currency department and ask them to do that. Thank you.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to share that I was having problems with the Twitter accounts too and getting the notifications.
Okay.
But over the weekend, I went back in. Somehow, I think Twitter had turned off the notifications, and I went in and noticed that it was off, so I turned it back on because I know I didn't do it. So maybe when they did like a reset or something, they turned it off. But I did get your notifications this morning. So maybe that's something that people need to do, just go back in and reset it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just the idea. And last thing, I heard that the dinar rate was off the charts too. I've been hearing that for about a month now, so maybe the $9 is not so far-fetched, Mr. Tony.
Oh, it's far-fetched, but okay.
But I've heard that it's off the charts, but who knows? Hey, we'll just pray that it's good. It's right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
I pray that it's right, too. It's crazy.
415 area code. You are on. 415.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
And it sounds like it's going to be a good morning and a good month. I was calling to, first of all, in the front page of my local paper in Marin County, this was kind of good news. It was saying that while the coronavirus has killed so many people in Iran, which is sad, that the country's been resorting to mass burials, but in neighboring Iraq, the body count is fewer than 100. And they don't know why that is happening. They're trying to figure this out, and why big cities like Paris and New York and London have been devastated, while teeming cities like Bangkok, Baghdad, and New Delhi, blah, 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 have been spared. That was the one thing I wanted to put out. The other thing is that if Iraq reevaluates, would they, Italy is opening up. There are some different countries that are opening up. Would they be able to exchange, and the United States wouldn't yet because we haven't all opened up yet? Would the United States try to, tell Baghdad to not? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, listen. The U.S. has veto power. Always
okay.
So it's never going to happen until we're ready for it to happen.
Okay, that's fine.
Iraq
I kind of thought that, but I wanted to hear it from you.
And they've already tried it. Yeah. So we don't have to fear that.
Okay.
That everybody in the rest of the world is going to go and drive the price up and down and we're going to miss out on it. That's not going to happen.
Okay. Thank you so much for all that you do. I mean, you just are absolutely incredible. Both of you.
Right,
thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
708 area code. You are on.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you today?
Hello.
I'm
Fantabulous.
super fantastic.
To the nth degree. And yourself?
I am fantastic and loving the call today and all the information, so I appreciate it. Question, Tony, did you happen to get the Indonesia rupiah rate?
I did not.
Okay.
Ray asked me about it too, but no, I just asked for those three. See?
Okay.
I don't get the Afghani, the rupiah, or well, because I don't have any. I mean, somebody did send me some one time, but that's a Ray thing. Ray be pushing that rupiah because he likes that rate, that dollar or something. But sometimes it's not on my mind. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I just have a little strategy in mind if it goes, and we have to wait to get to our appointment to do it digitally. So that's just my thing. So, but thank you so much for all the information that.
Okay, she cut out
okay,
at the end.
We
Thank
lost
you
you there. Okay.
Oh, my headset died. Sorry.
Oh, wait, there you go.
I just want to say thank you for all the information and oh shit. Oops, sorry. Oops.
And here, I thought you were having a good morning.
My headset is acting up.
Did you say your husband is acting up?
No, my headset is acting up.
Oh, I thought you said her husband is acting up. Oh, okay.
That's yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Now?
I so appreciate you. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 903 area code. You are on.
Tony? Can you hear me, Tony?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
go ahead.
We hear you.
Oh, my goodness. I couldn't believe I got on.
Good.
Yeah.
Before I do anything, I want to tell you how much you are loved. You just do not know. You and Ray are lifesavers. But anyway, I just wanted to ask, up until a couple of weeks ago, or about 2 weeks ago, I was getting my text and I get Twitter, that lets me know when you're on. And all of a sudden, I'm not getting either one. So I was having a hard time getting back on. Did something happen that we don't know about?
I'm going to let Ray explain it to you.
Well,
okay.
They canceled the texting part, but I don't know why you stopped receiving tweets. Did you check to see if you were still following us?
Well, I'm still following you. I still get you. But, see, I had already always gone on with the tweet. So I didn't think to check the Twitter, if I could get on with it. I never had tried that, but I just always read the tweets. But so I can actually get on you on the phone with tweet?
No, listen,
yeah, the
first
same
of
link.
all.
Yeah, the same link is in the tweet that was in the text message.
Oh,
and you click on that link, and it will launch. It'll launch the blog talk on board for you.
I'm just so used
to
going
and check
to the
your
tweet.
notifications. Just like she was saying, maybe they reset something. Check your notifications. Make sure your push notifications are on, and it should just come right up on your phone like it used to, instead of a text. Is what he's saying. It actually comes from Twitter.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm not really good at the tech part.
Okay.
But don't think I don't listen. Man, I never miss. I've been on this since 2011. Thank you very much. Y'all.
You're welcome.
All right,
thank
you.
Bye.
Love you too.
All right, bye-bye. 813 area code. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try that again. 813, you're on.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, we can't get you on Log Talk. It just keeps running. Is there something wrong with that?
No, other folks are on. Have you reset? Try resetting.
No, it's been about
your
3
system?
weeks now. Get the tweet out. It says what time you coming on at 1 o'clock, but every time it logs in, it just keeps running. Been doing it for about 3 or 4 weeks now.
Try doing it on a different browser. Which browser are you using? Chrome, Internet Explorer,
Explorer.
Firefox, Internet Explorer. Okay,
Internet
switch over to Chrome or Firefox and see how that works.
All right, thank you, sir.
Hey,
okay.
You know what? Somebody else told me, guys, that some of you guys are reusing the same link again, and that's why it's doing that. So Ray said, or delete that link completely, whichever one you had before, and try the new one, see what'll come on. Because I got a text from a guy who said the same thing has been happening to him for the last 2 weeks. But it might be because you're going to the same one. Now, when I say link, I mean delete that page in your computer, whatever, bring it up all over again, or do what Ray just said, switch to a different browser. Because we got thousands of people up here, and they're not having an issue at all.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
all right,
good luck
thanks,
with
sir.
it.
They're not going to help.
Is she laughing at him or what? What's that?
It sounds like it. She said we're not going to help, but I mean that's all we can do. I don't know what else to. Well, that was the last call,
switch browser.
and we're at the bottom half of the hour.
Okay. All right, guys.
Let's wrap this up.
I didn't hear anybody call it Marvelous Monday, Money Monday, or make Magical Monday, or you guys just forgot it was Monday or something today? I don't know.
Ask him what to do, Donette.
Anyway, it is
I was
Monday.
on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna mute him?
Well, we have an open line. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not showing open. So the system is acting up.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
All right,
It moves him
guys.
down to the. What's that?
Anyway, it
You
is
got
a great Monday. Great news. We're still waiting for the vote. That's our thing this week. If we can get the vote done, which it looks like it's going to happen, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, should happen. I mean, they shouldn't drag it all the way to Friday, but this week is the final week as far as the vote goes. It gets passed. The banks are trying to get geared up. They just can't find the people that they need so far. So we'll see how that goes this week. Rates are back on the screen, which is a super fantastic thing. They're not finalized, but they're there. This is our time. Let's hope. We heard 32 states have opened up. That leaves that many more. A few are supposed to open by Friday. Let's see if it's the key states we're looking for, and we can be on our way. So in the meantime, in between time, I want you to do what I'm going to do. That is enjoy the rest of your day. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm only looking for good news. If anything happens that's exciting, beneficial, we will tweet it out to you, or Ray will put it in the form. But until then, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Right?
All right, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for this segment of the TNT Super Fantastic Call. And if nothing happens between now and Wednesday, we'll be back at our regularly scheduled time on Wednesday. And if something happens, like Tony already said, we won't hesitate to make you aware of it. So, do what we do. Keep believing.